Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Shenanigans Comedy Theater. How's everyone doing tonight? We are super stoked to have you guys here. Thank you so much. And you have no idea what you're in store for. This is going to be fun. But to get this thing started, I need you to get loud and rowdy. Welcome to the stage, your Dungeon Master for the evening. Give it up for Jordan Bolte!
Hello everybody! How we doing tonight? Welcome! My name is Jordan Bolte and I have the distinct privilege of being your dungeon master, your game master, your person that's trying to kill you for the rest of the night. So, we are Dungeon Hunts and the show is Dunces and Dragons. Basically, we're going to make fools of ourselves in front of you all for the entire show. And hopefully you can have some fun. So, who here has played Dungeons and Dragons before? Let me hear it. Oh, nerds! I love it, I love it. So, who here has never played Dungeons and Dragons before? Let's hear it. Alright, so my fellow future nerds, welcome! Yes! So, tonight we're going to be playing D&D, but it's not going to be with a table. It's going to be a little bit different. We're doing a little bit more theater of the mind. So, ride along with us as we do this. So, but first, I want to explain some basic rules of D&D, okay? Oh, even over there. So, D&D is a game, a tabletop game that you can play, and it's all based around the D20, the dodecahedron, right? It is a 20-sided die. So, a player will say, I want to do something. And I'll say, they want to climb a wall or something. I'll say, roll a d20. Give me an athletics check. And in my mind, and I'll say it out loud for you all as well, they have to roll above a certain number to be successful. If they roll below it, they're not successful. And then they have to deal with the consequences, right? So, if they roll a 20 on a 20-sided die, it's a critical success. We are excited about critical successes, right? So if they roll a d20, I need for you all to be loud, okay? If they roll a 1, it's a nat fail, a natural fail. No matter what they do, it's going to fail. You can be loud about that too. Okay? That's good. Okay, so D&D is kind of like math and like ledgers, but it's also like storytelling stuff. But D&D is really cool because you get to go to far-off lands you've never seen before. You fight terrifying creatures that are there trying to just disintegrate you and turn you into dust. You meet alien creatures that are beyond your mind, right? It's a magical place. Tonight we're going to be playing in the magical lands of Huntsville. Okay, so, are we ready to play some D&D? Great, let me get in costume. Gotta set the mood, right? You ever tied a bow in front of 100 people? All right. Welcome to Dunces and Dragons. Everything is dark. You wait. Eventually your vision starts to clear. And a towering stone building seems to defy reality, cutting through the sky at an odd, tilted angle. No door adorns the base of the tower. Indeed, there appears to be no way in at all. But as you circle the tower, suddenly, you spot an entry hidden in the shadowed angles of the unnerving structure. Do you enter?
Yeah! Back the area.
Okay. Inside, you find ancient libraries, grand halls, crappy chain restaurants, and eldritch vestibules much larger than the tower's exterior might suggest. Continuing along, The passages you travel seem to shift at a moment's notice. A dead end where a staircase just was. An opening appears, leading down into some unknown darkness. A high vaulted, many-pillared chamber appears before you. Seats arranged in neat rows surround a raised dais in the middle of the floor. With a booming voice, a well-built man addresses the assembly. As you shuffle in, he begins. Citizens of the greatest city in the land, Huntsville, Rocket City, the star of the North, I am Tommy Battlelord. Ruler of Huntsville, appointed by the old lady of the ivy. Now, we must select the finest among our assembled conclave to go forth on an epic quest, filled with peril and mystery. Who among you is brave enough to take on this treacherous journey? Champions, come forth! Reveal yourselves to the conclave.
Good morning, space campers. My name is Kevin, and here at the Huntsville Space and Rocket Center Space Camp, I will be your board and recreation director. And not that any of you little TV-wide miracles was planning to ask about me, but no, this is not my first choice of a career. I am deeply in debt. And I have a specialized aerospace engineering degree. I can't use it though, because of a teensy-weensy, teensy-bitty security clearance kerfuffle. You just want some grown-up advice on how to become an astronaut? No. If your roommate says he's from Korea, remember to ask which.
Another champion arrives.
What's everybody doing tonight? Oh, hey! Pleasure to meet all of you. Bert Mackenstem here. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a middle manager for a local defense contractor. I have a Six Sigma black belt, and thanks to my Lord and Savior, Mr. Alexander Shannara, and a large cash settlement, I have just purchased my third personal watercraft. So anyway, I'm so excited to have you as part of my team tonight. I'm excited to do some team building. Just get in there and conquer stuff together, okay? But I want you to not be afraid, okay? I'm not afraid of getting my hands dirty. I'll get in there and do the clerical work when it needs to happen, okay? But anyway, I'm so excited to be here, so excited to meet all of you, and welcome to the team.
Oh, another comes.
Hey y'all, hey, how's everyone doing? My name is Karen Madison. I am, some people say I'm a little bit of a barbarian, but honestly my rage only comes out in really unusual circumstances. Like if the barista screws up my latte, or if, there are black children I've never met having fun at the pool. What else about me? Well, I'm a proud mother of 2.5 children, Aiden, Braden, and Braden 2 Electric Boogaloo. I am a self-made entrepreneur. I do sell a freedom-enriched protein powder. It's all natural, mostly made with the blood of libtards. A little bit of ivermectin, it's just all the good stuff. So yeah, if y'all want to try some, or if you want to make a couple bucks selling it, you like schemes in the shape of pyramids, just talk to me.
Powerful barbarian is joined by us. Are there any other champions who'd like to join us in this quest?
Wow, hey, this is amazing. Wow, hey, nice to see you. Wow. Hi, everybody. This is Battlelord. My name's John Transplant, and I'm just so excited. I'm a a member of your fine city. A little bit about myself. Consider myself kind of a hobbyist, self-proclaimed artificer. My friends when I say what I do is magic, but really I just like to tinker. Anyway, I'm going to be looking to all of you for recommendations, where to eat, the best places to go and hang out, meet people, you know. Oh, also, if anyone is selling a house, please talk to me after the quest. I've been outbid 5 times, and I'd really love to sell maybe a
Our champions have assembled. Conclave, praise these brave champions. What shall we call this mighty group of heroes?
That's like 75.
The Rocketeers!
The Rocketeers.
Cheers, I like it.
The Rocketeers. Yes, it's a powerful name. That's good. So, heroes, your quest is as follows. Collect 3 objects of great power that will point to the sacred grounds of Space Force coming to a city near you. If you cannot find the location, Boulderado will claim Space Force for itself, which we cannot let happen. The objects of power are as follows. First, a spectral morsel of food caught between life and death. Next, the token of a secret society given by the lords of the land tested for lies. And finally, water in its truest elemental form collected from the big spring of life. Mighty champions, the very small percentage of you lucky enough to survive will have songs sung in your honor. Riches beyond your wildest dreams. Don't worry about that part. Yeah, riches. Think about the riches.
Health insurance.
Maybe. Free bubble tea from Kamada Ramen anytime you want. I will guide you as I can, but even my great power only reaches so far. Now, go! And then Tommy reaches down to the dais and pushes a button and just starts to slowly descend into the dais.
Mr. Battlelord, you said you were going to guide us. Don't worry about it, thank you.
It's all right. You should go now. This is awkward.
Where?
Right. Oh yeah. And he like waves his hand, and then one of the walls peels back and opens up, and you can see sunlight pouring in from outside. That way.
Well, I mean, I guess we should go.
Yeah.
Is this one of them things where like the answer is actually here and the items are here, we don't have to do the quest, but we actually gotta go on?
Or maybe it's the friends we made along the way?
Well, no, it's definitely the objects of power. It's good. Yeah. So you begin walking outside, and as you walk outside, you actually turn and look up. You can see that you're exiting the Saturn V rocket. And you turn and you look, and majestic moon-rock archways, arcane lights wrapped around the fuselages hundreds of feet tall. And the infectious energy of hundreds of youth in jumpsuits fill magic mission control at the heart of the astral space camp.
Okay. 1, emphasis on infection. 2, vaccinate your freaking kids. 3, I may have said I was pretty morbidly injured when I called out of work today, so just pretend I'm not here.
The sights, sounds, and prestidigitated sparks in the air are wondrous. A small child is polymorphed into a weasel with a pink bow. 3 girls stand there and simultaneously cast a ray of sickness on a flirty boy, giggling as he vomits violently on the floor. Some poor kid has his hand stuck to his butt with sovereign glue.
And what I tell you about again.
Welcome to Space Camp.
Well, I mean, you know your way around here. Are there any powerful objects here? Okay. I may have a
very expensive engineering degree, but this is my fallback because I have a lot of natural charisma. Okay, you little mistakes, line up. I need a couple of suggestions, like right now, where I might find. Okay, it was a magic snack.
Subway?
It was security clearance, and it was a third thing, water. I need one of you to start finding one of those immediately, or tell me a place I might find one of those. Gift shop. Gift shop. Gift shop. Gift shop. Weekend. Cantina. Ready Street. There's a cantina. Rosie's Cantina. Gift shop. Gift shop. Okay.
Okay, so I need for you to roll a persuasion check. So go to the green button, and a persuasion check is where you're trying to convince somebody to do something. Like, come on, do this thing. So the dice check, the thing you have to roll, you have to make it to a 10 or above for it to be successful.
Remembering, if we actually find security clearance there, I won't abandon you at the top of the Space Needle again.
So, like little feral creatures, you see all these children just scamper off, and they run away for a while. And then eventually, one starts coming back, and in tow, holding his hand, you can see this weird, shambly astronaut. That as it approaches, you look at the dome of his helmet, and you can see just swirling galaxy in his helmet. And he approaches, slowly.
This is...
Yes, how can I help you here?
Was this one of the members of Daft Punk?
Possibly. Second thing, I did have them put on a student production of Event Horizon like that.
Yes, what is your name, my dear?
My name's Karen Madison.
Oh, very nice to meet you. My name is Werner.
That sounds familiar. I don't know why.
I don't know.
We're looking for magic stuff. I thought maybe you could just tell us where that
Oh, I know exactly what you see. I do.
Oh, well, that'd be great. Can you tell us?
But you have to answer my riddles first.
Oh, okay.
Everybody in D&D loves riddles. It always goes so well. It always goes so well.
Welcome to the rest of the show.
So, would you like to answer my riddles, or Karen? If you fail, I get to eat your soul.
Alright, let's hear it.
You see him do the like Homer Simpson finger things, and then he goes over and he's like, okay, here's the first riddle. Are you ready? Name me, and so you shall break me.
Name me, and so you shall break me.
Name me, and so you shall break
Alright, I'm gonna be
me.
real. I did not study for this quiz.
That's alright.
I'm gonna need some help from the audience
Yeah.
out here. Secret.
Wow, they're so smart. They got the drives. That's very good.
We should. We still
Yeah,
have time to replace someone.
Yeah.
You guys are ready?
Yeah, so, okay, you got the first one, so that means I won't eat all of your souls, but you got one more to do. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so this one's a little bit longer, so here we go. I have towns without people, forests without trees, and rivers without water. What am I? It's so smart! It's amazing smart! Rocket City indeed! Wow, yeah. So I will help you now. This is the way you need to go, you see. And he summons, and you see this like eldritch energy come out of his hand. You know? And he's like, the areas that you need to go is that way. And the eldritch energy creates this like shimmery path leading away from space camp.
You could have just pointed.
I could, but that's not very far now, is it? So, okay, can I eat at least one soul?
What?
Can I eat one soul? Is that okay? Just one of the souls?
Yeah, take hers.
What? I don't exactly have one.
Oh, that's fine. So just go. So, the astronaut stands there, and he actually is just like real creepy looking and he stands there. You see like eldritch tentacles start to come out of his back, and you go, okay, let's go.
Yeah, go this one.
Kids, just do whatever Burner says for the next 8 weeks.
Yeah. So, the sounds of children fade as you leave space camp. You walk a little bit, and approaching a rusted iron gateway along a tortured, twisted path, you see bridges, a maddening maze of routes and stairs cutting through the hot sun, moving in erratic and incomprehensible patterns. Two crosswalks meet before splitting off, branching out, spinning like a tessellation. Your mind begins to break under the strain of the arcane geometry, right as the paths converge yet again at the threshold of a now defunct Gap, Abercrombie or Hollister or something like that. Spectral shoppers float past, seemingly unaffected by your presence. Welcome to the Lagrangian Street of Bridges.
Is that really a factory made cheesecakes?
So John, this is like a regular mall, but outdoor.
Really?
Yeah, no, we're on the up and up.
Yeah, this is great. I knew I came here for a reason.
Okay, who of you was in the front?
Well, I think that would be me.
Okay, I need for you, Bert, to please roll a perception check. So you're just like scanning the area. Again, we'll make this a DC 10 dice check.
Okay, all right. I'm known to have eagle eyes, so.
So you scan and you see all of these incorporeal shoppers going by. You hear one just faintly go by and say, "Oh, anthropology candle smells so nice. The past casual name smells so good." And then you see one person who's got a physical form. And they seem to be approaching you, but it's weird because they have their arms out and they don't seem to be walking. They're almost floating, and you hear it. And they approach with a crown of thorns as, "Hey y'all, how you doing? Hey, good to see y'all here. My name's Peter Jesus."
Oh my goodness. I already have a personal Lord and Savior.
That's all right.
But it is so great to meet you.
Yep, that's what people say.
Hey, Peter Jesus, I am such a huge fan of your work. I love you in the New Testament.
No, that's the other guy. I'm just Peter Jesus.
He's just egg eater.
So I'll bring to y'all these Lagrangian streets of bridges. Here.
What? I mean, hi, I'm new here.
Hey, good to see you. Nice. Yeah.
This place to eat, or we're looking for objects of power.
Oh, yeah.
Three of them.
Three of
Okay, yeah.
Any ideas?
Yeah, well, I think I could probably help y'all out.
Oh, great.
You know, the real treasures are the friends you made along the way there. All right. So, the synergy joke got me there. So, well, I can make this happen for you. You just gotta promise that you're gonna go and, do something good for somebody else. That's what we do around here.
I can do a lot of good things for you, yes.
Yeah.
You can whisk my eggs anytime you want.
No, I like you just as a friend, and I made the tiles anyway, so it's all good. So, I'm gonna just make this portal here for you. And he, and you see this, arcane portal open up in front of you. Just hop on right in there. I mean, meal and tea.
Is this a normal method of public transportation?
Not really.
Disappears inside. Yeah. Jesus starts to float up into the sky.
You know what? Lead from the front.
You got that? Bye. Okay. So everybody jumps in the portal, and a prickling sensation fills your extremities before spreading up your limbs. All at the same moment, brilliant spots fill your vision. The thrill of the sudden speed you feel compels you to reach out blindly to stop yourself, to catch yourself, and quite suddenly all of these sensations stop as your vision clears and you stand somewhere entirely different. Okay, so we're gonna roll for portal sickness. So whoever of you has the lowest roll is going to be affected by the portal. So can I have each of you roll individually, please? you've been affected by portal sickness. What this means is that who wants to be in control of the sickness?
No.
All right, so anytime they ring the bell, you have to do what? What do we want them to do?
Go prone.
So I heard jump up and down and quote how much is left of his student loans. We're going to do all of those things together. So every time you hear that bell, Kevin, what are you going to do?
$86,000.
It's going to work out great for you. Okay, so everybody comes up. I'm fine. Kevin's like, all right, so back into the story. A sagging building rests at the end of a forgotten road. No smoke rises from the mournful chimney, and no light seeps through the bottle glass windows. The storefront itself, shrouded in mists, appears deserted. As you search for signs of life, you see shapes moving inside. You hear muffled voices. Moving closer to the dilapidated structure, a vaporous spirit deliciously wafts through you. Glowing with a light both filled with life and death. You see a spectral tortilla drift into the building. Following the flatbread, a chill runs up your spine. Is it a mistake to enter? We're going to do it anyways.
We don't have normally glowing tortillas, flour or corn.
It looked pretty good.
Yeah.
You got,
So, do you enter?
I mean, I'm hungry.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And as you enter and you open the door, you see somebody standing there and they go, "Welcome to Rosie's." How many in your party?
4?
4? Great. Do you need like coloring or anything? Like, I see a child over there, so is that?
Yes.
Okay,
you're on
one.
the menu. Also, 6 figures here is paying for all of us.
Great.
$89,000. With interest.
Okay, great. So if you just stay here and wait for a minute, then I'm sure that we're going to be, the wait's not that long. And you turn and you look at the waiting area and you see all these skeletons with like spider webs all over them.
You're in for a treat though, John. I mean, the case of it, free chips and salsa.
Oh yeah, we've got some. And she turns her back and you see this like necromantic energy. And she turns over and it's like salsa and queso and it looks all delicious and everything.
Yep.
She's like, "Yes, please, please, yes." So, what else? Do you want to look at a menu or what do you want to do?
Drink menu. You guys have margaritas.
Yeah. Margarita floats over to you.
Do you guys normally get seated before getting food, or is this just kind of like stand?
We haven't had that many servers, so we're always trying to do the best we can.
And John, this is called queso, not cheese dip. It's very distinctive, okay? It's melty.
Roll for queso, please. We'll say a 10 is queso. So actually, what are you all doing here? Like, are you on some other quest looking for objects of power or something, or just like
Two
everybody?
for 1 mark, and really that's it.
Oh, wait. We did see that floating tortilla.
Wait. I get a second margarita.
Okay.
Let's go. Okay, hang on. Hold that up.
Great.
Okay. $92,000.
This interest rate is crazy.
You can thank Biden for that inflation.
We were looking for, there was a glowing tortilla that came in.
I know about this tortilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do you want it?
Yeah.
You have to talk to the manager, is that okay? Okay, let me go get her. And she's disappears in the puff of smoke. You stand there for a minute, just irate at the thought of a manager. Just, right? And then you start to hear. And as you turn and you see this 12-foot tall grandmother, hair tied back with just like a hairnet on, and she's like, "I'm Rosie."
Are you here for my spectral tortilla?
Excuse me, I am an American and I only speak English. I cannot understand. Can you please speak English?
She stands on one foot and takes off this like 4-foot long chancla. It's got like spikes on the end. There's like viscera dripping off of it. She's like,
Offend me again, mortal.
Okay, I am filming this.
okay, we're gonna begin our first combat. So, shuffle on the stage, shuffle, go. And stop. All right, Kevin, you're up first. What do you do? Rosie is coming towards you, chancla in hand, rage and just like spit coming out of her mouth.
Is it case over you?
Okay. I'm not a fighter, I'm not a lover, but gosh dang it, I am a liar. FDA, surprise health inspection.
So I need you to roll a deception check to try and fool her. But it's going to be a DC 11. You have to get 11 or above.
Okay.
You thought you could fool me? I have these planned every time!
And she like casts a little spell, and you look in the kitchen, and it's just like pristine.
She's like, my illusions work every time.
Alright, go! Johnny!
You're up.
This is not great service that I was expecting in this city. Can someone give me a recommendation of a better place to go? So, Rosie, what was it?
Yeah, Rosie.
We don't need the table anymore. I heard it's there's better food at Phil Sandoval's.
Okay.
Those cutting words.
Yeah, do a cutting word attack, please. DC 11 still.
Phil Sandoval? No, I enslaved him!
And the illusion disappears from the kitchen, and you see him in the back going, please help me! He's just like mixing a big pile.
Bert is going to call upon thoughts of Alex and summon a spiritual weapon. It's going to be in the shape of a fajita skillet. It has Chewy's written on it.
All right, go ahead and roll. DC 11. I think that our heroes need some inspiration, so can you all cheer for them? Roll again. She takes the Chewy's pan and just rips it out.
She's like, I have dominion in these lands. These are my lands, my city. Rosies will spread everywhere.
Right, get out of the way. That pan was seasoned.
Carrie, it's all up to you.
I didn't think it would have to come to this, because I am a very respectful lady. But I am filled to the brim with your queso, and I am going to rip a reckless fart.
All right, go ahead and roll for attack with advantage, please.
Can I get the audience to rip a nasty fart for me? 1, 2, 3.
Bloodshot eyes start to bulge.
Just so you know, we are not paying for this.
You see, as the 12th Rosie actually diminishes and shrinks, as she goes back into the kitchen, but you can see falling out of her mouth. You have claimed your first object of power, the spectral tortilla. Yes! And you start to hear Rosie starts to come, my children, come! The guacamoles! Eat them all! And you see coming from the kitchen, all of these balls coming between you. They're running after you. They're running through the mists, and you're running, and you're running, and you're running. And then, once you get out of the mists, they stop at the edge. Their beady red eyes look at you as they go back into the mists. You've survived your first trial. Good job, adventurers.
75 I took a bit from Rosie's register.
And as you stop running and you start looking around where you are, you can see that you're in a different place than you were before. You just ran blindly. And you look up and you see a structure. And thick stone walls, pierced by arrow slits, form the foundation of this fort. Above them, soldiers in army fatigues mill about. A steep flight of stairs climbs up to an iron-studded door, halfway up the base of the structure. It's hard to count how many people actually work here. Sweat shines on the soldiers' faces, and many fan themselves with their stupidly high paychecks in the overwhelming humidity of the Alabama heat. Many hold oversized missiles or rockets. Others pass the time by trying to perform ridiculous D&D comedy shows. Most simply sit, dabbing the sweat on their foreheads with their myriad of certifications, wondering how the hell they ended up here and when they get to go home. You find yourself at the Red Fort of Stones. You walk up to the gate, there's a guy.
You guys all got your packs, right?
I got capris on. Is that work?
Depends on the guard.
My name's Mitch.
Hi, Mitch. Thank you for your service.
You got a badge?
We don't have badges per se.
Okay.
But we got a lot of heart.
Great, good for you. You're
So-
getting in.
We left them in our other pants. I was just hoping you could, just this one time.
Sounds like a skill issue to me. But no, not getting in.
My husband works here.
What's his name?
Lionel.
Sure. Yeah. Lionel Richie definitely works here, yeah. Well, like I said, them's the rules. You ain't getting in here unless you got that security badge.
Hey, Mitch.
Hey.
So I might have security clearance. You're just going to need to look over there for 5 minutes because there's an unexpected test launch happening behind you. Right now. Go. Okay. Audience, I need a real fake job from the Arsenal Light immediately. Go.
Obsolescence analyst.
IT technician. Jarhead. Radiation tester. Burger King cook.
A lot of people.
Okay, let's just hear from the people who do not work on Redstone Arsenal. Paper salesman.
IT specialist.
Janitor.
Specialist. Yeah.
All right, yeah. There was nothing going on over there, actually, so.
Okay, listen. I probably shouldn't do this. We're a team of elite IT specialists.
We are a team.
Yeah. A team, yeah. Me too. And, someone may have let a couple of Russian mail order drives onto base. But security might be compromised, so we need to get on there immediately.
All right, go ahead and roll a deception check. This is going to be harder, so it's going to be a 15. I'll give you, if you want, the crowd can help by rolling with advantage. So you'll roll, and depending on what you roll, if you need it, they can take the die that's on stage, bat it around, and then when it gets back up on stage, that's what the audience rolls.
Okay. Is there anyone with actual security clearance? Wow. Superman shirt, there in the back. Okay. Good, Shane. Are you? Hey, Shane. Do you really have security clearance?
I love this deception roll. This is All right, go ahead and roll. So, Kevin, roll first. Go. Shane, it's all up to you. Can you do it? Just roll it right here on the stage.
Give it a love. Interference. See that? It kind of landed sideways on my nose.
No, get out of here. So Mitch looks at him and he scratches his chin for a minute. He's like,
You know what? I think I need to go call security.
And he backs away.
Yeah, back to the harder. Okay, so I have health insurance. Lose, Kevin.
A writhing mass of shadowy bodies boils out of the guard shack. In a swirling mass, they form a humanoid shape, constantly shifting about. Oh no, it's army worms! And they bode ill. In the twisting mass of hungry caterpillars, you spot a glowing card attached to a lanyard around the creature's neck. It casts the same glow that the phantom tortilla does. All right, it's combat time. Shuffle one more time. Let's go. Combat. Okay, Karen, you're up.
All right, I am the president of the HOA, and I pulled out this receipt. We just recently hired pest control. And I try to intimidate these army worms.
All right, let's see. Intimidate. Make them feel small. So they actually swarm over Karen, and as they're swarming over, you see the receipt. The cook's pest control just get completely consumed. But then also, you see as they move up Karen's hand and just completely consume one of her hands. And now she's got a stump arm. Ah! They come back and they're like, the ivermectin. Kevin, you're up.
Morgan with that. Okay, okay, space campers. You see a writhing mass of space worms in front of you. If any of you were paying attention during the many science fiction films I made you watch for week 1, you know that army worms are in fact have the same weakness as a well-known sci-fi monster movie. Which movie? Go.
Galaxy Quest.
Independence Day. Okay. I'm going to get a picture of Jeff Goldblum.
Okay.
I'm going to.
This will be a performance check. Because you're pulling out and you're just saying, like, doing your best Jeff Goldblum impression right now.
Okay.
This is DC 11.
Okay. Let's go. I don't know if I take my shirt off. You know.
So the army ones are like, we're empowered by ivermectin, you can't fool us! And they come over and they chew off one of your feet!
$80,000 I gotta go to the hospital now.
All right, Johnny Trustmike, what are you doing?
I took some of the queso and some of Karen's very, I don't know, foul blood. It's together, it's going to throw it down, and it's going to explode.
Okay.
And,
All right, let's do a dexterity check. So this is going to be a 12 dexterity check to see if you can be alacritous enough to make this quickly. So you scoop some queso off of your pants. You wipe down the infernal blood of Karen, you mix it together in this terrible concoction. You can feel its energy just pulsing as you throw it down and poosh, it blows up and you see a number of the army worms go flying. And it's not as powerful as it once was, but it still stands there, clutching on to the security badge.
Mark, it's your turn. I'm going to call on my patron, Alexander Shinar, to dispel this evil mass of worms. But I need your help. Call me Alabama! Call me Alabama!
Roll advantage, DC 10!
Me Alabama!
So as you say this, you see this light come down from the sky and it says, personal injury, my favorite! And they all just turn into charred bits as they fall to the ground. You can see the security badge! 2 objects of power have been claimed. As this goes on, Mitch comes back out and he's like, oh gosh, you did with your arms. Okay, so let's call the Apaches in, please. And you can hear. And Apache helicopters are coming, and I would recommend running if I could. Or hopping in your case, yeah, have fun.
I have a personal industry.
All right, it is time for intermission. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much. Okay. So, the first two objects of power claimed. Halfway through our quest. Are we ready for more Dungeons and Dragons? The Rocketeers being chased by Apache helicopters. Come back to the stage.
$96,000. Inflation.
So, the Apache helicopters peel off, ceasing chasing you as you've gone away from the Red Fort of Stones. You find yourself standing in a location, it looks like a school, but there's like adults throwing axes, and someone getting a tattoo, and like everyone's walking around with these purple tankards.
Oh, you're gonna love this, John. This is a great place.
Going back to school?
No. It's like that, but drunker.
The musty scent of old ale mingled with the aroma of greasy meat greets you as you step into the dimly lit tavern. Dirty, sweaty patrons hunched over purple tankards of lightly hot ale crowd around almost every table. The bright and merry tune from a minstrel's fiddle dances around the room, adding a sweet harmony to the dank atmosphere. You find yourself at a certain tavern. You walk up to the bar.
I mean, it is a tavern, so yeah.
Welcome to Straight to Hail Tavern. My name is Mo. How are you?
Excellent. Well, I'm excited to try what you have to offer.
Well, I recently didn't get another job that I was seeking, and so I'm here. So give me a moment while I look at the menu here. And he looks over. He's looking, and then it's like, I've got some lovely sweet ambrosia for you if you like it.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's all I know right now. Yes.
I guess so.
So he pours a tankard and slides it over to you.
But why do you have a full menu if that's all you have?
Well, you know, it's all right. Please just give me a pardon, you know, and that's all that happens.
I think you should be asking for that.
No, I should not be asking for that. Okay. Well, I know that we've got all the food here, but I'm just new, so I'm sorry. Can I help y'all with anything else with the food? Oh, yes, ma'am.
Mr. Satan,
Sure. My name's Mo, but it works.
it's me, Karen.
Yeah, hello. Good to see you.
We're looking for magical items, something about water, big old spring, something
Oh.
like that. Yeah, you got anything about
I do know about a spring just down the road.
So not here.
Well, no, but I'm glad you made it to my establishment. You know, actually, I've got a little side gig that I was interested to see if any of you all were interested. I'm trying to get into some real estate here. And so I've got this contract, and you see just like this like diabolical contract appear in his hands, and he's like, so I've got some property here for sale in town. If you're interested.
John, be careful, man. Like,
You don't understand. It's been rough.
Okay, let me see the details of this here.
No, whatever.
Okay, well, if you could just sign that in your blood, that I'd appreciate it.
That's cool. That's
Yeah, this is totally normal. This is totally normal.
Just wait inspection, you'll be fine.
Johnny! Don't do it! Some of us can't afford houses here already!
Thank you, and it disappears in the puff of smoke, and he's like, all right, so for the one cost of your soul, now, I've got here a lovely,
anyway.
right, I've got a lovely property here for you, and he's like, and then you hear, and you see all of these little raccoons and trash cans start pushing out a trash can, and it rolls up to you, and
Mobile home, I see.
yes, sir. Thank you. So, at the end of your tenure here in your home, I'll see you down in the southern part. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Right. Thank you.
Well, thanks.
Right.
Guys, owner of a new home.
So, along with this home comes a curse. So, anytime this horn gets honked, who wants to be the horn girl? He has to pull something out of his new home and utilize it. So let's go. What?
They say there's 2 best days in your life. The day you buy a trash can and the day you sell a trash can.
I'm not going to own a trash can in my lifetime. I just got priced out.
Well, you can fit in the smaller one right now.
Okay.
I think you guys are great.
I think we should test this home.
Here. See you all better.
Great. Wonderful. Okay, so anything else that you want to do in Straight to Hail Tavern?
Are you guys hiring? Do you have health insurance? Or at least a very strong painkiller?
He looks at you and he's like, you know, I can't do nothing for no pain there, but I do got a little friend here that seems to have a strong affinity for you. And one of the trash pandas comes up and it's just sitting there kind of looking at you expectantly. Do you want to go ahead and roll an animal handling check to see how you do with animals?
I think I took a few semesters of trash panda. Let me see if I speak its language.
Okay, so go ahead and roll. You need a 10. And then it just like burrows up to you and just is just like clinging to your stumped leg. No, it seems to work nicely. And it looks up at you with big doughy eyes.
He's stealing my heart.
I think he needs a name.
Sure. What should we name it?
$100,000, I think.
What should we name it?
$100,000.
$100,000. So $100,000. There you go. Okay.
You know what, Kevin? I think he can be our little like emotional support animal. We can get him anywhere we want with him. And if anything goes wrong, you know I'll talk to him.
You hear thunderclouds when you hear Tommy Battlelord go, "You must find the third object of power. Stop wasting time in the tavern."
I think the ominous voice in the sky wants us to
Keep it going.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to leave?
Yes.
Yes, great, wonderful. So you start.
I need someone to push me.
That's true.
Yeah.
I got you, buddy. Thanks. I got you.
Appreciate it.
So you begin walking out of the tavern, walking towards the inner heart of Huntsville, the city of Hunts. And as you continue, the sign ahead you see conveniently says Big Spring Park. The hum of magic buzzes through the park as you pass beneath the magnolia trees. You breathe in the distinct scent of that one pizza place that's in the bottom floor of the museum. Above you, an invasive species of bird flits about the sky in an elaborate aerial dance. The moment is broken when out from behind a grove waddles an impossibly large red-faced duck. Followed by a clutch of squawking young. Its horrifying visage reminds you of death and decay. You're really creeped out by this thing. I mean, look at that. Like, right? The duck stops as she feels your gaze. She cocks her head and waits expectantly.
All right, what are we gonna do?
Do you speak duck?
Look, I'm gonna invoke my white privilege and open carry in public. What?
The whole time.
That's the serial number either. It's a duck. He doesn't know what's going on.
And I'm gonna put it in the little duck food thing.
Oh, nice.
And I'm gonna fill up. I'm gonna go to town on you.
All right.
Go ahead and roll a dexterity check. Should we give advantage? Should we go twice? So, your dice, you're going for a 12. All right.
Come on.
Do you want the crowd to roll it?
I need a crowd on this.
Yeah, we need somebody.
a nice way.
The duck is slowly approaching, and you can see hunger in its eyes as it's looking at you. It's quack, quack, quack. All of the other little chick ducks start to just eat, and then you can see a few of them lodge in the mother duck's face. And then, like piranhas, all of the smaller ducks start to, and then they're eating the mother duck. It's terrible. But then the smell of blood draws the other terrible red-faced ducks, and you can see all of these huge velociraptor-sized ducks coming out of the woodwork. What do you do?
I have an idea. I've known to waddle a little bit in my day. Maybe I can distract them with a sexy dance.
Okay, I'm gonna lay down a sick beat for you.
Please.
All right, performance check. You two both roll. You need above a 12.
All right, let's hear that beat.
The secret's out.
So, the music, all of the ducks stop and look at you, Kevin, and they're just like, that's actually really offensive. That's not how ducks sound. Like, but then, the gesticulation of your hips starts to attract them. And like a Pied Piper, all of the ducks.
Now's a great time. They're distracted. What are you all doing?
You guys see, I can't move because I don't want to leave my house, but water?
I'm going to make a sleight of hand check to grab some water from the spring.
You don't see a spring yet.
I'm gonna do a perception check. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's great. Go ahead and start looking around. This is above a 10. So, you see all these bobbing ducks along the gazebos and magnolia trees, and people are moving out of the way, and you see Bert over there like, what am I doing? But then, as this continues, you look past them all, and you can see off in the distance something that looks like a shimmer in the air. You seem to know where you're going.
Okay, I'm gonna go forth and I'm gonna get some of that water from the spring.
Okay, so, as Bert is distracted, what are you all doing?
I'm kind of looking in my house because I don't get hold water in his hands, and I kind of hand him this bottle I found in my bathroom.
Great. Very clean. Okay, so, before you lies the big spring of life. The mists create an iridescent cascade of light upon the air. The closer one gets, the greater the realization of its magnificence. The air wild and cool at its edge, and in the pool surrounding innumerable reflections. You watch as a dead leaf falls into the burbling liquid, only to blossom into its verdant, youthful form. The plains of existence feel thin here, as a seeming endless world of water sits just beyond the deepest portions of the pool.
Okay. Great homebrew token. Yeah, rule of thumb, if your GM is using that much prose, there's definitely a trap. I'm gonna roll perception again, sure.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. 10, let's say 10. Totally safe. So you plunge your hand in, and as you do, you can feel yourself unable to withdraw.
What's going on, baby?
$120,000. Rosie found out I stole from them.
The water starts to crawl up your arm. What are y'all doing? Your crane's being... Oh. So, Johnny withdraws the water, slices off Kevin's head. Kevin, you now are handless and you have a stumped leg covered by a trash panda. It still looks at you lovingly.
Is it well? glowing.
So you pick it up, and as you hold it, it starts to.
As the third object of power has been claimed.
So, watching Kevin's hand drift down into the murky abyss, you feel like a resonance as you bring these three objects together. And you can see the tortilla start to glow, and the badge comes down, the water comes on top of it. You pour the water onto the tortilla, and it becomes this like weird, malleable energy. And then you lay your security badge on top, and when you remove it, imprinted upon your tortilla is a map leading north. No, that's east. Sorry, it's a tortilla. Yeah, there you go. Leading east out of the city up to what looks like a mountain. And you can sense that these objects of power are leading you further on a quest.
Telling us to go that way? Okay, well, I trust the magic tortilla.
Can you hold this for a second?
Yeah. Whoa.
Okay, I'm ready.
You continue walking along, and the signs of civilization around you begin to thin. The trail, once choked with political yard signs and nicely manicured lawns, now gives way to long, meandering paths rising gradually over rugged terrain. The Mount of Sino looms ahead.
You pronounced it correctly. I like that.
Its scale is staggering, and the wind whipping past is humid, like a hot breath on the nape of your neck. You see it. The peak. Dark, swirling thunderheads cluster near the summit, unnaturally clinging to the rocks above. Something up there is a bliss.
I feel like something up there is a miss.
Oh, she doesn't have to roll perception, she just gets to see things?
She's real scary.
Well, y'all, I think if I'm reading this burn spot correctly, we gotta go up to that peak up yonder.
I see the Virgin Mary in that thing. I don't know.
Maybe we should just put it on eBay and
You're right, we could probably make a lot of money. What, were we just gonna get boba?
Groceries to pay on some of my student and medical debts.
You gotta pull yourself by your trash panda's bootstraps and pay your own student loan.
$50,000 and 100K bites me when I pop.
You invested in Bitcoin, didn't you?
And NFTs.
So you continue to the peak, and as you arrive at the summit, you see what looks like a man just standing here in the middle of the field, nicely dressed, leaning on a cane. Hello. Good to see you. Oh, that's quite the way. What's your fella doing there?
He just became a homeowner.
Oh, good for
He's quite
you, buddy.
excited.
Good for you. Yeah.
Got a lot of projects.
So what are you all doing up here?
Well, I think we were looking for like Space Force or something like that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Space Force.
We were led here by a magic flatbread.
They want to do that. They are. Yeah. So my name's Orion. I'm the ticket master. So I was actually up here looking for Space Force myself, and looking for some folks to maybe help me find it. So it's convenient that you told me that it's right here. Yeah, it's I have nothing that will harm you on me. Nope.
You roll a perception check.
I feel like there's an ulterior motive here.
If you would like, you can roll an insight check to see if he's lying. Dice check 10. So he looks at you. You can see he's got this like nice, gentle, elderly man face. But then when he smiles, his smile stretches a little bit too far, and you can see almost like a weird grace to it. And he's got these long, real long sorts of fingers that seem a little bit unnatural. And you can tell there's just something where he's not telling the full truth here. He probably doesn't mean very well.
I'm just a little old man.
He's not telling the full truth here. He probably means a sapar.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'll be honest. My name is Orion, the Ticketmaster. You see, I have an amphitheater here that I recently built, and I'm very proud of it. And I just need more of Huntsville. You know, I was looking out over this land and thinking, I heard about Space Force coming. I just thought about all those convenience fees. I thought about those ticket prices that I could charge if I ran Space Force, you know? And I just have been looking for these lands, and so I'm grateful that you've shown them to me. So, will you join me?
No! We will not let you bleed Huntsville dry with your fees. How convenient is it? You just pay online. You enter numbers into a computer.
It's very convenient for me. I don't have to do any work, and I just get money from you. What rules you all are, you know?
Do you have health insurance?
No, that's crazy. I don't. No. And you can see him, and he's like, so you're not going to join me?
No.
So be it. And you see him drop the cane. Bones start to snap in his back as he begins to swell in size. Standing, as he grows, standing at nearly twice the height of a fully grown man, the monster prepares himself for battle and hoists a wicked-looking blade. The great sword, remnants of ticket stubs, is covered in the blood of dead attendees. You feel its evil gaze sweep over you as if it were a physical thing. Its crimson red and blind white eyes peering into your very wallet, searching for unreasonable taxes and convenience fees. Standing before you is the true form of Orion, the Ticketmaster. It's time for combat, gentlemen. Go ahead, run around. Oh, and ma'am, sorry. Go ahead, run around. All right. Karen, you're up first. Orion menaces you. Yes.
Ryan, I took my boys to see Paw Patrol last week, and those tickets that were $20, plus the fees, plus the convenience, plus your app is horrendous, cost me $600.
That's right. Just wait till Bluey comes to town.
And I'm going to go into a rage and hit you with my handbag.
All right. So, he's got armor covering his body. You need to roll a 15 to hit him. Are you ready? Let's see if it is. So you strike across the rusted metal on his chest, and he says, yes, and you'll come back too for Disney on Ice.
Come on, John! Reach out into my home and grab a couple things, kind of quickly put it together.
So you grab the weapon really quickly, and you slash out.
Yeah, my right rocket of death, and I'm just gonna.
Right, so you try and stab, all right, go ahead and roll. 15. Wait a minute. Should we give him advantage? Let's throw it out in the crowd, let's see.
That's it.
Here we go. Yes, roll it, I love it. Okay. The red rocket jumps out and it stabs, and he says, this doesn't bother me, as it continues to stab him. And you can see it sticking out of his ribs, and he's like, you'll never stop me. Next, Kevin, what's up? Go.
Okay, I may have, ready for me? 260,000, seriously, in medical debt? But I also have a trash can to friend, which is a perfect companion for basketball special!
So you take off your trash can the leg and throw it around. And he catches your friend and he says, 100K? Crushes 100K and flings him to the ground, and you now see just parts on the face. No animals allowed inside.
jaws, and he says, it's fine, and then his jaw just goes, bleh. And he's sitting there. All right,
Finish him off.
you all can't stop me. I'll just bleed you all dry. A wall of the ticket. Go ahead.
All right, I'm going to break the fourth wall here, and Mr. O'Brien, I want to speak to your manager, the actual dungeon master. Gordon Multi.
Yes?
Hey, you said this was going to be fun. You said it was supposed to be funny.
Sure.
This guy's lost a limb over here. He owes like $300,000. I got a stump for a hand. I'm $600 in debt from Bluey or whatever the heck I just spent on.
Right.
Can you just like help us kill this guy some way? Give us some kind of magic item or something like that.
Should we do this? No?
You all look like supper.
Aaron, you're a barbarian. You need to get angry. One would kick off
All
Karen.
right, I've got it. All right, so we need to make our Barbarian mad. So what's some things we can make to make a Karen mad? Go!
Minorities.
Whoa! Keep going! Okay! Karen, you just see red. Your vision just goes completely red, crimson. And you're looking at me, and I just start to take over, and you look, and it's like, oh man, he's everything I hate in this world. He's like a free ride! So go ahead and roll an attack with advantage.
Alright, I'm gonna try to rip out your ticket spine out of your body.
Okay,
Reckless rage!
let's see it. Go ahead. We'll see. He's just going, yeah, you're still going to come to all my events, and you're just like, reach into his spine here as he pulls it out of the meat of his back, and you see him just go, and collapse to the ground. Orion, the ticket master, the Dark Lord of Huntsville, has fallen.
I guess I can take this moment now that combat's over to heal you.
So, he lays on the ground, and the ticket master can't hide his surprise as death takes him into the blackness. Surprise turns to rage, and the peak of Monsignor trembles with fury. In a matter of moments, only bones, dust, and an official Space Force hat remaining. Orion, the Dark Lord of Tickets, is dead and gone.
Yay!
Before he buys a Space Force hat,
You just share with your defeat of Orion. I hate to mess up your lovely dude, but please.
Pick up the hat.
you pick it up. Do you don the hat?
This hair is just so choice. I don't know if I can do this,
Okay.
but I do it.
You do it, and as you do, celestial energy pours down over your eyes, and you can see them now. The buildings of Space Force, people walking around. You can see just what is coming. And then you hear Tommy Ballard. You guys did pretty good. And wind picks up, pulling the heavy thunderclouds away from the mountain, dissipating their nefarious energy. A crowd of graceful Huntsvillians rush towards you from the many paths of the mountain. Yeah! They swarm! Gleeful faces slick with tears of joy. They lift you into the air. Hooray for the heroes! Hooray! As you're carried down the mountain, you know what awaits below. Glory, riches, fame, and bubble tea.
Now, Lord, I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for our boys in blue after everything they didn't do.
And with that, the heroes go off and have a victorious meal! And thus concludes our adventure for the night. Thank you all so much for coming out. It was so much fun. We are Dungeon Hounds. This has been Dungeons and Dragons. So, we want for you all to stick around around a little bit. We've got some things to give away. We've got some announcements to give. We really want to find other folks that are interested in D&D and trying to build this community. So if you could go to dungeonhunts.com and find ways to get involved with us. We're going to try and do more stuff throughout Huntsville. So yeah, let's bring up everybody, all of the team, the heroes, the Rocketeers.
Yeah, you can walk over. Thanks, sir.
All right, let's give a hand for them one more time. Let's give a hand for Paul one more time. Thank you all of the teams and shenanigans for bringing us here. Thank you so much.
Y'all give it up for Jordan. Alright, so we're going to turn up the house lights. If you'll get out the purple tickets you got when you came in tonight, we got lots of cool stuff to give away. Anybody besides me like free stuff?